Hello beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel, where we bring you the stories behind the stars you love the most. If you're a subscriber already, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your continued support. You make this space vibrant, emotional, and filled with love. And if you're new here, trust me, you've chosen the perfect moment to join, because today's story is about a man who defines what it means to be timeless. Yes, we're diving into the world of none other than Lee Min-ho, the man who is not just a Korean superstar but a global icon. The king who never lost his crown. The legend who just made history, again. In 2025, Lee Min-ho was voted the most loved Korean actor in the world by the global Hallyu survey, for the 12th consecutive year. 12 years. That's more than a decade of reigning at the top of an industry that constantly changes, constantly evolves, and constantly replaces its stars. But not Lee Min-ho. Because he's not just a name, he's a force. A presence. A legacy in motion. But how did he do it? How does one man continue to rule the hearts of fans across continents, languages, and generations? That's the mystery we're about to uncover. So buckle in, grab your favorite drink, and get ready for a journey through fame, talent, loyalty, transformation, and the undying glow of Lee Min-ho. Our story begins in 2009 with a role that would change not just his life, but the entire K-drama landscape. Ji Jun-pyo in Boys Over Flowers wasn't just a character. He was a phenomenon. That mop of curly hair, the sharp uniforms, the arrogant glare masking a soft heart, it was the perfect recipe for global obsession. Viewers across Asia, Europe, and Latin America couldn't get enough. Lee Min-ho didn't just play the role. He became the role. That drama didn't launch a career. It launched a legend. But Lee Min-ho didn't stop there. He could have stayed in the comfort zone of romantic leads, cashing in on his pretty face. But no. He kept pushing. From City Hunter's action-packed thrills to the Heir's rich boy angst, from the fantastical world of Legend of the Blue Sea to the time-bending realities of The King, Eternal Monarch, Lee Min-ho has built a filmography that is as iconic as it is versatile. Fast forward to today, 2025, and he's not slowing down. He's not clinging to past glories. He's expanding them, reinventing them, owning them. He recently starred in When the Stars Gossip, a space-themed rom-com with Gong Hyo Jin that had fans buzzing for weeks. Some loved it. Some had mixed feelings. But everyone watched it. Why? Because when Lee Min-ho acts, people pay attention. His screen presence is magnetic. It's not about whether the plot is perfect. It's about how he makes it perfect, through facial expressions, chemistry, and that ever-evolving maturity that keeps his acting grounded yet dazzling. And just when you think he's had enough of dominating the small screen, he prepares to strike on the big one. July 2025 is set to witness the release of Omniscient Reader, The Prophet, an action fantasy based on a best-selling web novel. He plays Yo Jung-hyuk, a complex, sword-wielding character who's both stoic and emotionally raw. The teaser alone broke the internet. Fans around the world screamed when they saw Lee Min-ho in long, dark robes, eyes fierce, blade in hand, aura dangerous. This isn't just a movie, it's an event. And with co-stars like On Hyo Seop, Jisoo from Blackpink, and Choi Sabin, this might just be the film that defines 2025 in Korean cinema. What's even more beautiful is that while the industry has shifted, Lee Min-ho's star has not dimmed. The rise of new generation actors like Byun Woo-suk, Song Kang, and Kim Young-dae has not threatened his throne, it has only reminded us of how rare his longevity is. In an industry that constantly searches for the next big thing, Lee Min-ho continues to be the big thing. Every single year. And it's not just about acting. Lee Min-ho's fanbase, known lovingly as Minoz, is one of the most powerful and loyal fandoms in the world. They don't just trend hashtags. They donate to charity, build schools, organize birthday events in multiple countries, and spread love in his name. Earlier this year, his Minhoverse fan tour across Asia sold out in minutes. People flew from other countries just to see him wave, smile, and say hello. And he gives back. He takes the time to read fan letters, acknowledge artworks, and appreciate the people who've been with him since the beginning. Let's talk numbers. His Instagram alone boasts over 36 million followers. His face is everywhere, from luxury brand ads to global campaigns. And when he posts, it's an event. A simple selfie can cause trending chaos. A video behind the scenes of a shoot can pull in millions of views. It's not because he's flashy. It's because he's authentic. He doesn't try too hard. He simply exists, and people gravitate toward that quiet confidence. His visuals. Let's not even pretend. Lee Min-ho is aging like a masterpiece in a glass case. In his late 30s now, he radiates a mature elegance that few can match. Gone is the teenage charm, replaced by sculpted jawlines, tailored suits, and an aura that says, "I know who I am, and I don't need to prove it." Whether he's walking down a red carpet in Paris or smiling softly in a casual hoodie, he makes hearts race with minimal effort. That's real power. But the real magic of Lee Min-ho is in how he's grown. He's been open about his struggles. He's taken breaks, faced criticism, and dealt with the highs and lows of stardom. But he never disappeared. He kept coming back, stronger, sharper, deeper. He's not afraid to talk about loneliness, pressure, or the weight of being seen as perfect. He doesn't need to be a fantasy anymore. He's become an inspiration. He's shown fans that it's okay to evolve, to stumble, to rise again. It's also important to note that he's not just an actor, he's a cultural ambassador. He's used his voice to promote tourism, environmental causes, and global diplomacy. He bridges cultures, countries, generations. From kids who watched the airs at age 12 to adults who fell in love during Pachinko, he spans demographics like few stars ever have. Now, let's circle back to that historic moment. Being voted the most loved Korean actor in the world for 12 straight years is not just impressive, it's monumental. In a world where trends change overnight and social media can make or break careers in a matter of days, staying on top for over a decade is almost impossible. But Lee Min-ho has done it. Not once, not twice, but 12 times. Why? Because fans trust him. Because he delivers. Because he respects the craft. Because he stays humble even as the world praises him. He's not interested in controversies or chasing headlines. He's focused on telling stories, and telling them well. As 2025 continues to unfold, we have no doubt that Lee Min-ho's influence will only grow. Whether it's through Omniscient Reader, another unexpected drama, a directorial debut, or something completely new, the world is watching. And cheering. Because we're not just fans of an actor, we're part of a journey. A journey that started with a schoolboy in a fancy blazer and has evolved into a global icon in full command of his power. So to everyone watching, thank you again for being part of this. For loving K-dramas. For loving Lee Min-ho. And for making this space a celebration of the people who bring us joy. Drop a heart emoji in the comments if you still believe in Lee Min-ho's magic. Let us know your favorite drama, your favorite scene, or the moment you became a fan. Because this story isn't just about him, it's about all of us, too. Until next time, stay dreamy, stay loyal, and never stop believing in the stars. We'll see you in the next video.